Good morning friends, welcome to the pre-market update. What we are seeing that the market is continuously being dragged down and the Sensex and the Nifty were almost 1.3% down yesterday. What we are seeing that FIs have been continuous sellers in the market for quite a couple of days. Yesterday they were net sellers in the cash market to the tune of almost 1855 crores, while DIs were net buyers to the tune of 1224 crores. In terms of index futures figure, FIs were seller to the tune of 2,500 crores. What it seems that FIs have been little bit uncomfortable on the long side, and what we are seeing, they are unwinding positions and unwinding positions in Nifty and Sensex, and also fresh shorts in stocks suggesting that they are a little bit on the bearish side. However, a few data which came in yesterday and could be supportive to the market is that yesterday's CPI data came, which is better than street expectation. Also, what we have seen that inflation, apart from inflation, the industrial manufacturing data came, which was also better than street estimates. So it could provide some respite to markets. At this point in time, what we are seeing that the global indices are trading, global US leading indices in the US markets are closed flat. But however, at one point in time they were down, like Dow was down 250 point down. However, it recovered from the lows and was trading marginally on the positive territory. Even if we were to analyze the Asian markets, both Hang Seng and Shanghai are trading in the positive zone. Even the Nikkei is trading in the positive trajectory at this point in time. SGX at this point in time is trading 25 points up, indicating that we might open on a positive note. Friends, now let's have a derivative check.
Good morning friends, we'll give an analysis on derivatives. Since last couple of trading sessions, we have seen Nifty being under a constant pressure, and in yesterday's trading session also we have seen Nifty opening up with a gap down of around 20-30 points, in line with the negative cues from the international markets, and thereon we have seen a continuous selling pressure wherein Nifty continued to slide downwards and continue to make new intraday low at regular intervals. As selling was observed across the board, as except information technology sector. Information technology sector was the outperformer in yesterday's trade, and except that sector, we have seen a majority of the sector closing with the heavy losses, and due to which we have seen Nifty closing 1.5% loss at around 8365.45. Now, in the open interest terms, we have seen an unwinding of around 3 odd percentage, that is 5 odd lakh shares were shadowed in open interest. However, cost of carry have also decreased from around 4.96% to 4.37%. That is, Nifty premium have came down from 24 odd points to 18 odd points currently, indicating long unwinding was observed by market participants in yesterday's trade. In the last 2 to 3 trading sessions, we have been seeing a significant amount of selling pressure in Nifty, but majority of the selling pressure has been coming due to the long unwinding, and not major short position has been getting built up in Nifty. However, Bank Nifty, we have been seeing good amount of short positions, and hence Bank Nifty has been showing a sharp decrease compared to Nifty. Put call ratio in line, as we suggested that 0.991 level was significant resistance of put call ratio. And after that, we have seen a significant downfall in the put call ratio. In yesterday's trade also, we have seen around 5 odd basis point downside from 0.92 to 0.87, and due to the market going down by around 1.5 odd percentage, we have seen volatility index have also been increased to 17 odd percentage, and increased by around 7% in yesterday's trade. Now, the options activity, majority of the call option has seen significant amount of build up, especially 8,400 call option, which was slightly at the money in yesterday's trade, has seen a build up of around 94 odd percentage, which is quite huge. And in today's trading session, the activity in 8,400 strike price of call option would be watched quite closely, as we are expecting some kind of positive opening in today's trade. Hence, 8,400 might act as a resistance in today's trades in the heavy build-up. Followed by 8,500, 8,600 call option have also been continuously adding the positions. 8,500 has seen an addition of around 40 odd percentage, while 8,600 has seen an addition of around 20 percentage in yesterday's trade. While in put option, majority of the put strike price, especially 8,200, which is the highest put base, have also started seeing an unwinding in open interest, which is not a positive sign, which is a negative sign. Followed by 8,400 and 8,500 put option has seen an unwinding of around 12% and 25% respectively. However, the call base has now shifted a bit on the lower side. 8,700 call option now is the highest in terms of open interest. In last few trading sessions, we were seeing 8,800 call option was the highest. Now it has been shifted 100 points lower down at 8,700 strike price. However, in put option, 8,200 still remains as the highest in terms of open interest. There are two securities in bank period for today's trade, that is Amtech Auto and Indiabulls Real Estate. On FIS terms, they have also been net sellers in index futures, and they have sold in a heavy amount. There were net sellers of around 2,500 crores in index futures. However, the open interest went down by 5.5%, indicating the selling part came only due to the long unwinding, and not major short position was being created by them. Index options, they were net buyers of 2,700 odd crores, while stock futures, they were net buyers of 333 crores, and stock options net sellers of 162 crores only. 5 days we have signs at 8525 with a lower range at 8,300 and higher range at 8525. SGX Nifty is trading positive, indicating some kind of positive opening can be expected in today's trade. However, 8,400, 8,420 levels would be watched quite closely in today's trade. If it able to cross it, then only we can expect a further a change in the momentum, or else we may see further downtrend in today's trading session. SGX Nifty is trading positive by 12.5 odd points at 8389.50. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now friends, let's discuss the trading idea for the day. First trading idea for the day is Balrampur Chini Mill. What we have seen yesterday, the sugar import duty has been hiked to the tune of 40%, and also there are news that soft loans might be provided to mills. So this is a positive development happening for most of the sugar companies. So action to be taken is long. Balrampur Chini stop loss is placed at 47.5, and we will be targeting levels of 50.5, 50.3 and 51.3. The next long idea for the day is UFO Movies. UFO Movies came out with a strong set of numbers. Its PAT jumped by 65.5% on Y-on-Y basis. Even revenues jumped 23% Y-on-Y basis to 130 crores. So action to be taken is long UFO Movies. Stop loss is placed at 579. We will be targeting levels of 608 and 620. The next long idea for the day is Rico Auto. Rico Auto, it came with a strong set of numbers. After 11 quarters, it posted a strong set of numbers and even improvement in operating margins. It PAT beat our Sharekhan estimates and came at 4.9 crore versus our expectation of 1.3 crores. So this is positive development happening at Rico. Action to be taken is long Rico Auto. Stop loss is placed at 52.9. We'll be targeting levels of 55.6 and 56.7. Now friends, moving on to news update front. Adani Port set to replace NMDC in NSC from September 28. Yesterday what we said, the CPI data came at 3.8%, while the IIP also came at 3.8. Both the data are better than street expectation and positive read-through for markets. Reliance Industry, BP, SR Oil and Shell would get an opportunity to set up compressed natural gas retail outlets on highways similar to one selling petrol and diesel. At present, CNG is available for transport only within cities and is sold by state-run city gas distribution utilities. Apollo Hospital Group is restructuring its retail business by launching a business unit under its wholly owned subsidiary Apollo Health and Lifestyle for secondary level of healthcare. Adani Ports get shareholder not to raise around 10,000 crores. Government will sell 10% stake through public offer, which could fetch around 23,400 crores to the exchequer. China has again devalued its currency by 1% as per latest market report. The Cabinet on Wednesday approved guidelines for sharing of telecom spectrum. Trading guidelines also to be cleared on Wednesday, where however kept in abeyance. Netco's Pharma's board has approved a stock split in the ratio of 1:5. On result update front, Aurobindo came out with numbers. Aurobindo Pharma reported 4.1% increase in its net profit to 432.4 crores during the quarter ended June 30th, 2015. Reliance Infra reported a 12.3% degrowth in net profit to 400.9 crores for the quarter ended June due to factors including higher interest cost and statutory payment related to Delhi Airport Petrol. Coal India also came out with the numbers. Its revenue rose 6.5% on Y-on-Y basis to 18,955 crores, while net profits fell by 6.7% to 3,764 crores. About India come with a strong set of numbers. It net profit increased by 34.6% to 68.56 crores. All India's profit fell to 775 crore, which was lower than Sharekhan's estimate. Netco Pharma also came out with a profit which was below street expectation, and its net profit dropped 15.6% to 28.23 crores. Now friends, the results which are going to be declared today, they are PAT expectation. ONGC is expected PAT of 6,130 crores. Indian Oil Corporation expected PAT of 2621 crores. Tata Power 250 crores. Kaveri Seed Company 239 crores. IRB Infra 178 crores. DLF Limited 159 crores. Page Industry expected PAT of 70 crores. Eros International expected PAT of 57 crores. Phoenix Mills expected PAT of 36.8 crores. Jubilant Foodworks 34.4 crores. ICRA Limited 16.2 crores and Suntech Realty 7.7 crores. Now stocks with positive and negative bias. Stocks with positive bias are Apollo Tyres, Sun Pharma and Tata Steel, and stocks with negative bias are CESC at 583. Now stocks for investment which can be suggested to long-term investors: L&T at 1762, Aditya Birla Nova at 2227, Tata Motors at 230, Tata Motors DVR at 239, Infi at 1142 and Ultratech at 3075. Friends, that's all from Advisory Desk. Have a wonderful day ahead.